It's Week 16 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Commanders and the Rams under the lights on Thursday night.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And last week's loss came despite a clean...
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted. Many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Stafford on first down. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Stafford's throw complete to Otten. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. You talk about this Rams defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's got it to about the 40.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Olave over the middle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Samuel going to go in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. Also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. When you look at this defense, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Robinson. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Robinson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw is Stafford.
This one taken in by Otten.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stafford.
Finding Otten once more. And he is going to have the Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense set to take over. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Here's Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Complete. Jefferson the target. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and a couple.
Now Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. That's complete to Robinson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fielded just inside the 30.
C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
2nd and 6.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here goes Stroud again. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Stroud looking to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Dean Lowry able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
And a Washington offense heading out.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Stroud. Right back to Pitts again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Stroud. He completes it to Olave.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed him.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Stroud to throw it.
That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw.
Stroud going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Again, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out.
Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamin Davis.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Handoff now to Robinson. Gets around him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stroud out of the gun here. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now here's Stroud. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Okay, great. Ground don't switch. Ground don't switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Stroud's throw caught by Olave. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now Stafford.
He's got Otten on the out route.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stafford.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
Finding Otten once more.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
From the red zone now, Stafford.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a loss.
Yo, what's up, Max? What's going on? How are you?
Throwing again is Stafford. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is not going to get the 1st down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Washington. A beautiful fake. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They start on the ground with Robinson here and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Jack Panther, roll.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Rams' 20-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.